since we were talking about the Arsenal game, let's talk about that one briefly. Arsenal 0, Burnley 1. I was watching this game, and I was watching this game, and then I was on my way home from work, and then I was like, I watch it again, and I'm like, I don't even care anymore because it seems like Arsenal ain't gonna win the game. Yeah. And then I tune back in, and I see 1-0 to Burnley, and I'm like, oh my God, what is going on here? AFTV, Troopz, all of them are gonna lose it.
Meltdown, man.
But they love it, though. They love it.
Yeah, I think it's great for the channels.
They all love it. Listen, Demo, they love it. When you put out a video today and the views accumulate, and then tomorrow you see how much money you make from the video, you say, lovely. You say, lovely. It doesn't even matter.
Troopz at Barstool had 4,000 watching the live that you was doing the watch along. 4,000.
But that Barstool thing, what is that though?
I mean, I think it's a sports club. Like they talk about a lot of different sports, but Troopz has his own section with segment with Zar. You know that short?
Yeah.
So they have their own spot and slot.
So when you I think the whole Barstool thing and the management thing, I watched the video when DT was actually talking about you know, the Arteta out jersey, and he said that's not Troopz, that's the management and the everybody behind Troopz and all of that. So I could understand, you know, people. Look, you're in America now. You're dealing with a capitalist society, the biggest one there is, and they're gonna capitalize on everything, every single thing. They're gonna capitalize on.
But it's funny, I didn't see it today. He didn't have the Arteta the shirt.
Well, maybe he you know, he digressed on that. But look, just remember this, Demo, and for all the people watching this, just remember this: the more and more money gets involved in things, the less control you have. Maybe Troopz, maybe he got control still, but the less you have control, and the more and more the show becomes soulless. Trust me, because you can't really be yourself, because you might actually scare off an advertiser, or it's not good for the brand, and it's not good for this. And, you know, man, shut up. I do what I want. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Look, it's a tricky situation, man.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that I wouldn't want my YouTube channel to be as profitable as the bigger channels and have brand deals and all of that. But there's a lot of things that come with that. You know, when you go into that territory, sometimes you lose the creative control according to how you negotiate. You see what I mean? So if you negotiate, you have to negotiate where, listen, I have to be myself. If you want to be a part of this, I'm not changing. If that's the case, that's great.
I think that's the case with Troopz, because he still does what he does.
Yes, I've seen some of it, but you have to be very, very careful, because, you know, maybe it could be like this now, but the bigger it gets, there's a lot more at stake.
True.
And you know, they'll be like, nah, you know, he has to tone it down a bit. You know how the Americans are.
Yep.
You feel me? You got to tone it down a bit. But look, let's talk about this game real quick, man. Burnley 1, Arsenal 0 at the Emirates Stadium in front of 2,000 fans. And you know what? Fans left. You had 2,000 fans, and fans walked out early.
It was that bad, man.
This is typical Arsenal fan behavior.
Yeah, it was that.
They walked out early, bro. Go ahead. You haven't seen football for 9 months and you're walking out early. That is something.
Yeah, because the thing is, you know what's weird? I actually think Aubameyang started this game quite well in terms of what he was doing in the past, because he was pressing a lot. He was getting more touches than in the past, and that's saying a lot, because it wasn't like a whole bunch of touches, but he was doing a lot more than he was in the past. And Arsenal seemed to have, control over the game at some parts, and Burnley are obviously going to be hard to break down. Solid at the back, Ben Mee and Tarkowski.
Yep.
Brilliant, winning everything in the air. And
plus you have Pope in goal.
Exactly. And so Arsenal kept crossing the ball and Pope comes, claims, or Tarkowski and them clears the ball. So I don't know why they kept doing that.
But the thing is, not to interrupt you, I am interrupting, but not to interrupt you. I'll let you get back. The commentator said Arsenal are crossing, but not the right way. They're supposed to go towards the byline and square. They just crossing the ball.
Yeah, hopeless crosses.
Hoping. And there was also a stat that says Arsenal have only scored 1 goal from crosses in like a whole bunch of. It's like it's a ridiculous stat.
Yeah, it's a mess. And then when they do get a chance to score, aka Lacazette, Crapazette, he misses. I don't know how he missed that. He was right in front of the goal. He missed, and then somebody else missed, and that red card by Xhaka. I don't know.
Yeah, look. Xhaka really needs to get fined, or they need to get rid of him. Because look, that is irresponsible. Believe me, that is childish. The state of the team right now, and I'm talking too loud. Let me calm myself down. The state of the team, and you're gonna scuffle up a guy like that. You're gonna
and by his throat like this.
Like you can't do this. And you see Demo, these guys supposed to be professionals, like you see. Yeah, these guys ain't professionals, bro. These guys are regular people like you and I.
Listen, it baffles me because he just saw what Pepe did. Pepe did it probably 3 weeks ago with the headbutt against
exactly.
Him. And he obviously knows that VAR is there. Why would you know that you have cameras and VAR and you still grab the guy? But I mean, sure, probably adrenaline rush, blah, blah, blah. But you're a professional footballer who get... yeah, crap.
That was good.
I mean, I've been calling him that for a minute. But you see, you know that there's VAR and you still go and do that. And then you put your team in a position now. So, I mean, Arsenal still had a bit of possession, but with one man down, you're always on the back foot. And Aubameyang just says, you know what? If I can't score in my goal, I'll score in their goal, I'll score in mine. Look, that was a brilliant header. I don't know how he got that in the goal from that angle.
Bro, it's just bad. This performance, it just sums up Arsenal for the year 2020-21, bro, because I'm telling you, Aubameyang can't score, Lacazette can't score, Xhaka want to fight guys, WWE, he gets sent off when the game was still 0-0, so Arsenal was still in the game. They could have picked up a late goal. Yeah. Willian is a waste.
I mean, I don't think Willian was that bad in this game.
Bro, Willian, overall, at Arsenal, a waste.
That's true.
Willian has done nothing. Mikel Arteta should have been playing Reece Nelson.
I agree.
Remember when Arsenal beat you guys and Reece Nelson scored one of those goals?
Yeah, of course. I can't forget.
And then what happened? How you gonna do that?
Yeah, because he does the same thing with Maitland-Niles too.
Bro, Maitland-Niles, I read something that he was threatening to play the youths. Play the youths. You see Bellerin? Get rid of Bellerin. You see like how you get rid of Guendouzi and Socrates and Mustafi and them guys don't play no more. I don't know if they're injured or whatnot, but they don't play like that. You need to get rid of Bellerin. Yeah. Bellerin is a waste. I ain't gonna listen. Bellerin is. Let me calm down. Bellerin is a waste. Xhaka makes no sense.
Bro,
okay? Xhaka does not contribute. What Xhaka does, you could get anybody. You could get El Neni could do that. You could get somebody else to do that. Maybe use Willock. Let Willock do what Xhaka does or even better.
Anybody can do what what Xhaka does.
He has no brain. His temperament is non-existent. He's a hothead. You want to come and fight people on the field? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not to bring no race or anything in this. It has to be another white boy. He scuffle up like that. You know what I'm saying? Not to bring the race or nothing in there, but I'm being for real. Think about it. You just think about it. He know who he's putting hands on.
Yeah, I guess. I think Xhaka is that type to do it to anybody, though.
No, bro. You think you do that to Zaha?
Yeah, it's just Xhaka. He's a hothead.
You think you do that to Zaha?
I think so.
Bro, no, he won't. Believe me. Trust me, and I'm telling you that he won't do that. But that is a dumb decision. You get sent off, and then to make matters worse, to add insult to injury, Burnley score.
Yep.
True, Aubameyang who not scoring.
How ironic.
Bro, this thing is a joke.
And you know what, too? They got away with one from El Neni, too, in the box. He was all up in the guy's face, and before the corner was kicked, he got a yellow card for it.
I didn't see that one. I missed the goal, actually. I had to go back because with I watched it on NBC. What I like with the NBC app, you could actually pause the game. Like if I'm at work, I could press pause, go out, do my thing for 5 minutes, and come back and watch.
And
continue where I left off. That's what I love about that app.
Okay.
Or if a goal scored, I could go back, hit the goal, see the goal, and then go back live.
Okay.
You know,
I don't have the app, but I watch it on NBC.
Yeah, the app is nice like that. Just so you know, the app could but a lot of the games are on Peacock.
Yeah.
You know what should be done about Mikel Arteta? As I was telling you, I'm gonna say this right now. In a situation like this, guys, 11 games in. Look, 11 games in, or 12 games in. Arsenal are 15th. You lost 7 games, man. 7 games. These are the amount of games you should lose at the end of each season for a top team. Lose 7, you draw 6. You know, you place a decent part in the table. But you have in 12 games, you lost 7, Demo. 7.
Yes.
Mikel Arteta has to go. Demo, you might not agree with me, or I was never Arteta out.
Yeah.
Arteta was a former City assistant manager, but right now, it appears that Arteta does not know what he is doing.
All right, so here's my view on the whole thing. I think people are judging Arsenal as a big club, a big team, when they haven't been a big team for a while now, right? So they're judging Arteta dealing with a big team, but Arsenal they're not a big team. These are the same players who just probably months ago, they beat City, they beat Liverpool, they won the FA Cup, they won the Community Shield, and Arteta had them flying. I don't think you can sack, or you should sack him right now, because
bro,
Arsenal players.
If you don't sack him now, when you sack him, it might be too late.
No, but here's the thing: the players that he got, the Partey and the Gabriel, I mean, they're 2 of Arteta's better players for the season when they play.
Demo, just wait. You just wait. Just wait a minute.
Yeah.
We're only going to talk about the last 5 games, right? Lost to Burnley, lost to Tottenham, lost to Wolves. You draw against Leeds. You lost to Aston Villa. Look, I'm even gonna. I want to go back. I want to go back further. than that. You have to sack him, bro. Look, I want to go back further than that. Forget about the Europa League form. They're doing great. And maybe it's the Europa League form that's actually saving him. But they beat Man United. Whoa, that was a miracle.
Exactly.
They lost to Leicester 1-0. They lost to Man City 1-0. They did beat Sheffield United. They beat Liverpool in the EFL Cup, but they lost to Liverpool as well. Okay? And that's basically sums up the season. They have not been good enough. 7 losses is relegation form in 15th. It's unacceptable. And if you don't stop the bleeding now, if you're getting cut, and you're not getting yourself out of harm's way, out of the way of peril and danger and the risk of bleeding out, you gotta get sacked.
So you're blaming all of this on Arteta?
Bro, I give you the store to run. I come back, the store ain't making no money, no products, people stealing out the products, the employees doing what they want.
Yeah.
I'm blaming you. I left you in charge. I give you the keys. You gotta go.
I think they have to just give him the time, at least to the end of the season. Let him buy some people in January.
You got to go. You got to go. I'm telling you this. Let me tell you this, Demo. I could bet you any money. 10 games from now, Arsenal are in the same position. Arteta gone.
10 games from now.
This is business. This ain't no friend thing. This is business. Arteta, we love you. We trusted that, we believed in you, but at the moment it's just not working. We're gonna have to move on. Thank you very much. Here's your severance pay. We're gonna have to cut our losses.
Then bring in who?
Bring in
that will change
Allegri, or who knows? It could be Pochettino. It doesn't matter. Even if it's the Tottenham's rival, it doesn't matter. Look. Pochettino. Tottenham got rid of Pochettino. Why Pochettino can't go and say, Tottenham, talk to me now. Let's go. So look, you gotta they did. If Arsenal could have made the call with Wenger, trust me, they could make the call with Arteta right now.
No, but that's difficult because they're doing so well in Europe.
No,
Europa League.
It's who cares about the Europa League?
What, they can make Champions League by winning Europa?
And look, great comment here. Thriller from Manila. Arteta has lost the dressing room. The manager, in my analogy, has lost the store. The employees are doing what they want. They're in the back screwing around with each other. They're doing whatever they want. They're coming in whatever time they want. They're leaving early. They're eating the food. They're doing whatever they want.
So that means then that the players are not playing for him right now then. So that's what we're saying.
It's an obvious thing.
Because Arteta cannot be blamed for Xhaka going up and choking a man, getting a red card. He cannot be blamed for Proposite in front of the goal to kick the ball inside. And
hear me out.
He cannot be blamed for that.
We are only seeing what's on the surface. You and I have been part of teams, cricket teams, and football teams, maybe small football teams back in the day. Yeah. But I've been part of cricket teams, right? Where there are players in the team I don't like. I can't stand. I want them to do bad. And the manager, I don't like either. I could care less about the manager. And there could be a lot of, unfairness going on within the team in terms of selection where you feel this person should be playing instead of this. Why is this person even playing?
Yeah.
So then it affects. You have to be around a team dynamic to understand these things. It's the same, bro. It is the same. You know what it is. You play cricket, a guy made a lot. You making a lot of runs. And this guy keeps batting ahead of you all the time. You're like, and you get to you don't get you go in when there's 3 overs left, and you're like, oh man, I should have got that went up earlier. I'm telling you, I like Arteta, but this is Arsenal. This is not Sheffield United or Fulham or whatever. This is Arsenal, where they expect to be better than this.
And that's the problem. You shouldn't be expecting them to do better because they haven't been better for some time now.
But still, look at where Tottenham are at. You have to put that into consideration. Tottenham are at the top of the table and Arsenal are 15th. Think about
man.
No.
All right.
That do a lot of things to your pride, man. Believe me. So I'm right now, if Arteta does not get his act together, they have to sack him. They gotta sack him. And if we want to talk about the next couple fixtures coming up here, by the way, shout outs to Burnley though. Shout outs to Burnley. Much respect to Burnley. They were in the relegation talk, obviously, but last week we were talking about how if there's any team that could actually take off all their clothes and put baby oil all over their skin and wiggle themselves out of this situation, it will be Burnley.
Yeah, for real.
It will be Sean Dyche and Burnley. They're very, very gritty outfit, and they could do this. I'm going to say this. Next week, if they lose 3 on a bounce, I might go back to relegating them. You know, it's like that. You know what I mean? It is like that. So people like to come and say, oh, last week you were talking about this. That was last week, bro. This week is a different week. Remember last year, we were all out there on the beach. We were going to parties. We were at the mall, everybody having fun. And what happened in 2020? I go to the mall today, bro. I went to the mall today to buy 2 pretzels. You know? Everybody wearing masks. I'm like, this is unreal, man.
Yep.
This is unreal. So we have to take things into context whenever we're talking. We're dealing with what's relevant. And right about now, I'm saying Arsenal, they have to do something with Mikel Arteta. Look here. Southampton next. Southampton are in very good form.
Yes, sir.
Everton, how at Goodison Park, you know. That's gonna be hard.
Not looking good.
Then there's the match where they could actually reveal themselves in the EFL Cup quarterfinal, but it's against City. And you know Pep Guardiola don't play around with
exactly. He takes that serious.
You know this.
Wow.
You know this. We all know this, but they still have a chance because, you know, it's Arsenal in a cup. So, and then they have Chelsea.
They have Chelsea after City?
They got Chelsea after City.
It is not looking good for Arteta.
They have Chelsea 4 days later. Then they got Brighton, a game they could win, but you know Brighton.
Yeah.
Then they got a couple good fixtures against West Brom and Newcastle and Crystal Palace. But let's see if Arteta would survive until then. It's gonna get it's gonna get hard, man. It's gonna get harder. It's gonna get harder and harder and harder, man. But look, that's enough with that game, man. Arsenal are laughing stocks right now.
Yeah, they are, man.
Comedy Central should actually hit him up and give him a contract. God, this is pure joke.
Jokes.